AO Kid exclusive, aka AO Kid 2306. Let's get it. This is my running back that Will Sanders play for the Titans. Let's go ahead. Preseason defensive tackle. Played through the preseason. I'm not gonna stream that crap. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the teeth of the schedule.
Could the Browns be ready to turn the corner? I'm the coach. This is the return of the NFL on EA Sports.
The way I do these, I close my eyes
see the unveiling of Odell Beckham as a Cleveland Brown as his new team gets set to host the Tennessee Titans.
Looking at that on my eyes.
If
it's a team that I don't feel like
Let's say hello
necessarily fits for a running back or something like that, then I'll change it again. It took me a while to get to actually, I got Titans a couple of times before I actually picked the Titans.
This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full.
It's my process. The same thing with the.
They're ready to go as they get set to match up.
It's the end on teams that actually have like a hit on the Rams a couple times.
So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaunt.
I want to go to a team that's already.
Thought it would never get here, but here we are back together.
Crazy defensive
weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
They've gotten better in defense.
To talk about. That's our main focus.
This is normally
much happened in the off season. Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way.
Baker Mayfield, the first
Superstars
game.
Changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL. In addition to this game, we're getting ready to watch.
I really want to face the franchise to be. I like playing the running back. When I play Road to Glory, I would make a running back. I would make a quarterback, obviously. I mean, at a face of franchise where you could pick your player, I probably would have did a running back first. Honest with you.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro.
A big Duke basketball fan or overall just unlike Duke.
They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to the roster.
These guys will probably come out.
They got a
I can't remember what college I played on.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
The colleges. Oh, actually, that's what I did. Now that I think of it.
Tackling.
The college that
know that in the preseason,
our area.
A lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I picked Duke.
Despite the blitzing, still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit. Right?
And it's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Titans is probably not as good as
and he will score.
The Browns are going to be projected. We need to go fast.
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans take the ball
team
down the
celebration
field and
match, by the way.
on their opening drive.
Random
and
is
a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker.
I've seen the jump ball one way too much in a short amount of time. The game has not been out that long. So. I'm going to try to run heavy.
It'll be Sanders to
see if he gets the third down or something like that.
But finding none.
I'm going to let Mariota take over.
And that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I'm trying to run the ball.
Hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely no way.
That's like 6'3".
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard.
In the past, when I was a kid, I always liked to make a guy.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the under
pressure, and he'll go down.
They'll
sack him on what ought to be the final play.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it.
My return, but I'm not on kick return. For whatever reason, that
right defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking.
Big first round.
It seems silly.
They're silly. That leads to a play-action sack. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season,
every rush is 30 yards and a touchdown.
It's a 6-yard gain.
After your rookie debut,
2nd and 4.
Will Sanders.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way.
Gary Sanders and Deion Sanders.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And if I did a corner, it probably would be.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime.
Daylight.
If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. He'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Mike. Mike, get in the weight room.
They go play action here on first down.
Get that. There you go.
One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And that one results in 35 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time.
Let's go.
I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So I expect unusual things to happen. Touchdown!
His way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic...
A stable of running backs now. Quarterback that can run.
Here's Britton Cole.
Y'all going to kick it to me and not be scared this time?
Away for the 2nd time.
Oh, hurried up and kicked that out. in the end zone.
First punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, Sanders now to return.
Come on.
50-yard punt with
I think I timed that spin a little bit better than that.
Titan football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep
Dang
going.
it, boy.
But all that being said,
definitely got that spin on.
Really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent.
And off
The
of that,
blocking's been terrific. And obviously
nigga.
his vision and legs
My first
have hurled him
reception.
to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
Actually
We'll see
pay
how much they
attention to
give
where
him the
you
ball
are.
here.
So you don't have to run. You have to actually run the route exactly right. You will pass if they're paying attention to you. They will pass it to you. Good area. I mean, where you're at. Years past, it ain't been necessarily like that. So I like that aspect of it. Sometimes you get hit by somebody else, or you able to stay on your feet, but you know.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
Oh, breakaway.
Fighting through it, he's got space. Breaks free again. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
Back to the old days where everybody, where we actually had where they actually had running backs do well moving toward at least.
And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
Your back's used to me, so Gary Sanders.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
You telling me you drafted Zeke in the top 5?
He's been a busy man here in this first half.
Oh,
as he
I don't
gets
even
it
like
away.
Dallas, but I mean,
now this is fielded in the end zone, so possession
realistic
goes
about the
over
situation.
here on the punt, and control of the football ends with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first
one of the
half.
reasons why your offense works so well.
Now Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
For record,
So
I
they'll
don't even
come
know
up
what the
first
record
and
is.
10 now from the 33. So, all right, we will. They'll run on first down. Sanders.
Nice.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I'm going to call it last
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running that pressure against the defense.
Breakaway.
And
Let's go.
nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 65
Had to go for it. They kept saying it was the
yards.
drive.
And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great.
I'm darn sure didn't run that route absolutely correctly. I was just like, wait a minute. If I run this really quickly, you might see me
Now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus.
Premier running back.
Bring this one home.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
30.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is it getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown.
Help you out, man. He actually blocked really good, though, so I didn't have to, like, you're not going as a running back. You might have some blocking skills.
With a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one?
Just in case.
Maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just
have
don't
no
like
route
them.
to run.
But the other thing that always hits me is
here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Sanders.
They all do that.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10.
It be so slow, so like I ain't never.
Tennessee
When I was a kid, I just ran wild. And when I ran wild like that, when we played backyard football,
it's just all
I never
dressing
spent
at this
that slow.
point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. Team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team.
I like to do that on purpose.
That's when you earn your
Try to get it under 2 minutes.
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Mike. Who that? Who that?
It's clock, baby.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Up, not moving, that's what I mean.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing today.
I even thought he was down after that hit.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Mike 58, right there.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Really get free off that tackle.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second.
I got free off the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well,
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game,
we supposed to quarterback kneel in the red zone?
So this
always
was
stress
a
me out.
Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our
Level
journey
of
begins, Charles. Week
like,
1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tennessee, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hunt, though, 17. I got right in that marker, though, that 25 or 30. I received it. Santana, the Prince of the City. Juelz. I can upgrade. Oh. Elusive back, receiving back, power back. I have to see. EA don't be trying to make you work so hard for your what you call it. They don't found a way to make us spend so much money. $99 overall. Dang, you know that's gonna be. That's who you should play with. You should play with the Chiefs when you're playing against people. You should play with the Texans.
Hey, boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know
Obviously
it
the
wasn't good
Patriots,
enough.
because you got Tom Brady.
Today's practice, it's got to be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay?
Because you got
Ready? Ready? Good. Set. Round 18. Flag it on.
first one definitely was to take
Set. Move on.
positive art.
Right there.
Celebration was not pop. That's what we're doing to practice celebration. I'm definitely about to fill all these on purpose. You're about certain controls. I want to run the way I want to run.
Set. Move on. Right there. Set. Wide eight. Flag it on. Set. Move on.
First hands though. Ones I actually would use.
Hey, man,
actually
that
use
was
on
great.
run. I mean,
You had a
Juke,
great
that's
day today.
fine. I just never.
You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a
I
coaching
should,
staff.
but a lot of
Show us
times
more.
I like to just my vision and yeah. See. On the game? No, it's not a flaw in the game. I do have a more skill point. His team did kind of make 76. Obviously a Patriot, but I'm just saying, like, dang. I think the Eagles are like 80 something. So I hope Lucas Riddick is right about our team.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the comeback player of the year, Andrew Luck, and the Indianapolis Colts, as they match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans.
Already know people are
With
talking
that,
about
let's
some,
head up to
a lot
Nashville
of
for the
some
Titans
food
home
and
opener On the
Well,
call,
y'all should have
here
kept
are
Nick
Brandon Gaudin
Foles and all this other
Charles
crap.
Davis.
It's like,
We welcome all of you to
That's
Nissan
it.
Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River.
Carson Wentz at
in
number 2.
downtown Nashville, Tennessee.
and us at
The whole
13 and
of
3.
downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the
First back
Titans
to next
taking
year.
the field a moment
People
ago.
could always come up to me and be like, "Oh, he's injury prone. He's injury prone." I'm like, okay, yeah, he's had a few injuries, so I guess you could say he's.
With Charles
But,
Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this
We're
Titan
more-
Ball Club
we're talking
in
about football.
replay. They were
Ultimate
winners
team.
last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles,
We'll try to make it
2
seem
in a row.
like it was
And what I
one
enjoyed
reason
when I
why,
watched
and
the
it was
game tape
wins.
and their victory
Not
last week,
wins. It
is they
was
put
not
it
just
together
wins.
in every phase.
It aggravates
Good
the crap
offense,
out of me that
good
people
defense, and some key
really are
plays
doing
on
that.
special
That
teams.
literally would
Let's
tell
see if
me
they can
that
get
last
that
season.
second win in a row.
Like,
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule
one
makers
starting
didn't really
secondary
do them
guy,
any favors,
Malcolm
but if they can
Jenkins.
win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest
Jalen
of the year.
Mills got hurt. Our rookie pros, Sydney. Addicts. Well, Max came back and played it. And a lot of guys that were.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Again, we're talking about football. Ultimate team sport.
Here we go.
We'll patch it up a little bit more in basketball.
It's Sanders, and he'll be
If you
upended
have-
at the 28-yard
You already have
line.
top-notch
Just a
players. That's why
3-yard
people
gain
thought
there.
the Warriors might still win.
The numbers for Sanders
He
last
went down,
week,
it was like, oh.
just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally,
So, I don't know.
it was a
But I
game for
mean,
the
like,
ages
still,
for him.
basketball is a
Some
little bit
long
different.
runs
You
in that
can,
contest, didn't he?
He did indeed.
Especially if you have
Very long
defensive
runs, and
players.
that total, scary.
all you, man.
That
I couldn't
first down pickup of
run the
8.
running route the way it was supposed to go.
We should mention
can get mad at me all he
game
wants
he
on
had
that.
last week. He was rightfully named AFC Offensive
I ain't
Player
trying to
of the
run the
Week.
route
And he
if I
shares
see
that with his
him.
offensive line, the tight end,
I'm
his
barreling
fullback.
down on
He's
me.
looking for more and
Trying to get
more
yardage.
in this game.
I get stuffed.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Give me that ball.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very
Also.
manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone.
Oh, nice
When you're
catch.
drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General
ain't
manager,
running my
personnel
route
department,
right
college
either.
scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short
That wasn't
runs,
even like,
'cause he can
that
really
wasn't even
impact this
scouting though,
offense.
as far as that
12
goes.
yards there
That wasn't
and
even
a
the same
first
type
down.
of play. We did two
Quite the
screens. We
opening
did like
drive
two
Marching on
screens.
right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game,
Like,
doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand,
What
you
was
go
that?
through
I
your
can't remember
offensive
what the
script,
other
you
route
go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and
I came
establish
out
things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork.
Regular
right now
route
for them.
though.
Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll run with Sanders. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Wow.
He will score.
Hopping backwards. Mommy whip.
A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents.
The Jays will
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
Oh, is that no?
He spins free.
Oh, man.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
What these live action ones.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Literally what happens in the game, too.
Here's Sanders.
Nice in between the tackles.
Second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease, and they didn't happen on that play.
I like Le'Veon Bell out here, bud.
Inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. It's a second down run with Sanders, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together.
Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
A lot of time for that one.
Corey Davis, his second
I was hoping that guy. I saw the guy with the star.
The Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, he gonna go back and cover it.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2.
It's kind of hard for them to hold you for that long,
established, man. Right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire
like
season.
I said, I'm a running back. Ain't much I can do.
Because he thinks
I'm a
that he
big running back.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals.
Help out with them.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Fights him off. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
I would say
the day
that's a bad
as
decision.
we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need something.
Yeah, right. It's working. Off the play fake, Mariota.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
Like that.
A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
I ain't pressed no spin or nothing.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of the
that block.
Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may...
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5.
Dion! Oh, come on, man.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
I thought he was going closing.
On his way to a monster
I was like,
game.
come on, man. Let me live,
and
55.
The Titans are going to add on to their lead. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let...
I'm about to say, bud.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Sanders now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You got nothing.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off, sometimes you're just rounding it, sometimes there's a fake, sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner, score a hot dog or two, huh?
Got that touchdown, buddy.
They've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then...
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground,
get that first down, so we made the drive
I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
On play action, Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they
really
would
thought I was
block
going to
first
knock
and
him
foremost.
over.
Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a carry for Sanders, and he's able to get it 2-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On the goal line.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Go.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far.
As he has kicked the distance.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,
they play, you don't pay them.
Out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie of the NFL, in on the stop.
Oh, man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
You got the throw.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before
everything I
getting
can to make sure they got on breakaway and hit you.
That one goes for 30 yards. Just
Not
2
just
minutes
me,
remaining here in the
offensive
fourth
line.
quarter
There's
of
two
what has
guys
been
on
a
here.
one-sided affair.
I was just making sure he split. You have some kind of
So the Titans
second
in
to run away.
possession of the football
He
here
gonna
as
knock
we
me
get
down
you
too.
reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that.
Let's go. 65.
And Davis with it left side. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another
back
thing
like
to
Could
win it.
Crack, AO
Couple
Kid
points that they
exclusive,
did.
aka
What are they
AO Kid
clicking on
23.
offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
did everything else in this stream as far as whatever. I don't think that's ever going to get better. Your run block, your impact blocking. Well, maybe with the... Alright, that's the end of my podcast. Like, share, subscribe on my AOKid, on my YouTube, AOKid2306. Continue to watch on my Twitch. I might start doing 2K videos, 2K20 videos on my Twitch. On and off. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna probably do my career stuff still on YouTube. But if I do park and stuff like that, I mean not if I do park, but when I do park, I say if because I don't really play. But I gotta start playing. Short week ahead of us. It's going to be hard to get offense mentally prepared and give bodies to recuperate. We'll have to choose. Do we want guys mentally prepared but tired, or well rested and less prepared? I love your intensity, but I'm a little worried about our offense out, especially since you all played so well last game. Still, though, I trust you. Let's hit it hard this week. You trust in the rookie. Morale decrease. I don't care about that crap. Anyways, that's the end of my broadcast. AOKid exclusive, aka AOKid2306. Back like cook crack. I'm out of here, baby.